So we've talked about the aircraft carrier, which was recently finished, and the destroyer that will soon be finished. I've built this. This is the newest part of the build. It's the mine. The great mine. Here's the elevator control room. We'll talk about that in a minute. There's nothing up there, so let's go down. It's heavily guarded. This bit here is the air vents, and this part here is for scanning you. So if you take any items and don't deposit it in here, I'll put a sign there so I remember. That's the deposit box. Over here is the mine, elevator platform that goes down. So let's go to the bottom when the most work has been done. So if you go through the tunnel, it goes all the way up to here until it's been closed. Mine closed due to water problems. That is not even the main part of the mine that this mine is useful for. We don't use wood or stone. Stone can be collected from bought cheaper than mining. So here's the lava. You need to kit up in lava protection. It's one fact. That is real degrees of lava, so yes, Celsius. Here's the fire kit, which is empty, and this would be full of like metal and iron. So if we go through here, this tunnel goes all the way down here. There'll be lots of tunnels off this soon. Blocked off due to mine collapse. So it's not very safe, but we have these. The main pathway off here is the mining tunnel. This mine is full and massive mined. Not great English, but it's getting the point. Danger lava. So you go through here. It's like mined out, all sorts. Mined out. Next up, stay in view of the brick path for your safety. Follow the path. Guard towers and fire tool stations on the path. So here we go. You go down massive tunnels. So here's the lower path, and then there's loads of paths. So this will be continuing. So on the lower path we have a fire station with a guard tower where a guard would be stationed. Then we have the massive tunnels that used to be here, which also collapsed. Yeah, so a lot of people died, but this is how we get all our resources. So imagine, I know this is naturally produced, but for law, let's change it to this is all mined out. All of this was just mined, so we could quickly get resources. So this is how much it would be for a ship. We'd mine out these mountains. But this kingdom relies more on trade than anything. Underneath here's the lava collection, which acts as lava and has buckets in there. So next up we have this way, which is the new mine systems that are going to be built because the other one's collapsed, and there's loads of mines. So to explain, this cave has been explored. All of this cave would have been explored, but it would have been crews with like a lantern in their hand and a pickaxe, and they would mine out the resources and walk back. As this sign will tell you, mining in progress. Experience of safety. And basically what these miners would do, just to give you an example, so they'd leave them lantern and put arrows the way back, and so they would mine massive tunnels. So it would be mined up, but I'm leaving it there because I don't need it and it looks cool to bits. I would mine all this out and then slowly make mines everywhere. So I'm going to have a road that soon leads down there. You get the point. Massive mining program. All the way along here. This is mining. Now you wouldn't believe me if I told you this took 2 hours to build, maybe 4. Because I actually mined all of this out. This wasn't just a pathway, there was no mines. So yeah, this is massive mining program. It's where all the resources come from. And here is like the kitting up area, so you get all your fire kit. If you haven't already got it, it's like you get your special bits from here. You can see how it changes to brick. That's because the fire is that way. And this part's been declared safe, so it's all wooden. And this is all the supporting. So if, let's say, the mine's collapsed, that's why this is built like this. You have areas. See, this area doesn't matter, because if this collapses, there'll be a mine above that, and a mine above that, so it wouldn't actually affect this. But this down here is different, because if this collapses, you're stuck. So there's this one, this will be floor 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. But these are -7, so -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. 7 is the lowest floor for this elevator. I could have done this elevator like all the way down there, but that'd be unethical. This can contain up to like, let's say, 2 per block, so 2, 4, 16. It contains 16 people. This elevator takes 16 of them down. 16 will come up for the night. This is the deposit box. So if I show you, if I deposit a diamond, go. There is something underneath that. I'm gonna work on a storage system later. But basically, you can deposit shit in there, and it will be taken by into the mine. So that will be the deposit boxes, which will be built later, which will be massive deposits. Here's a checkpoint. Now if you were to, let's say, not deposit something, this is an X-ray, this thing that all robots, so this will kill you, and they put us in the chest. There is no other punishment than death for doing it. So if you haven't seen our reviews, here's the mining memorial, the Great Coal Scandal, and the Great Rocks. Well, this is supposed to represent the coal mining. And this bit here used to be like a tower with a mine shaft. It used to be here for ages, but it's been upgraded, so it's been changed. Yeah. And this is the city. If you haven't seen this map before, a giant city. If you want to see how big the city is, let's do a quick run. And this is all built by me, by the way. So, got things in the sky, things down below, massive. And this will be my project. So here, if you haven't seen my others, inside there is a giant shopping centre and other bits. This is a giant dockyard with a lighthouse, and we've got big other country ships, destroyers, the aircraft carrier. All of this is built by me. We've got housing, everything. Everything's built by me. It took a very long time, but it's worth it. That's the bank. Let's do a quick revisit of the bank. If you haven't seen my videos before, let's go to the bank. So there's the Great Laws and Library. That building is just all books and they're all laws. That's to tell you there's checkpoints here, a memorial, a checkpoint for the bank where a guard would be stationed. Let's go in the bank. The double thick walls because it's a bank. In the bank, we have the waiting lines to deposit. Through here, checkpoints, staff, and this building itself is sort of silent alarms and then loud alarms upstairs. This floor still haven't done anything with. Here's the office room. I made it clear so you can see which bits are enterable. There are entrances for the office bits. We've got levels of staff up here, which you could have seen if I move quicker. This is level 2 staff members, and now through here. For this department, IT and local financing. We got the office building for the owner of the world, for this entire empire. Here's the bank, still in use. Here's the bank. Now this lever will shut this off, so it's actually a working bank system. You compare this one, opens all these, and you compare and there's money. You get the point. This is a bank. Here's security for the bank. Up here, over is the stairs. Here's security, so if you walk in, that would be the alarm button, but it doesn't work. So here we've got a stairwell. This is security. This one's metals and natural valuables safe. So the mining bit I showed you, this is where all those bits will come in. That was empty, that was empty. Oh, they're all empty. Right, yeah, I haven't filled these because that takes memory and storage. But you get the point. They'll all be filled with metals and very valuable items. In a minute I can show you where those things get sold. Experience. Fuck, I need to change it. Natural valuables in here, such as gold, lots of gold, lots of gold, gold. So yeah, this is gold. This is the gold storage room. Pretty much. The bottom floor's all money. Top floor has historic documents. This is a checkpoint, because this is the helipad entrance. That's how we exit money up the countries, by helicopters. These are very expensive items. So yeah, you get the point. Very valuable shit is brought here. Got the chemical safe. And a few of these have things in. So these safes, these will be filled with materials to make it. You get the point. This is the giant safe for chemicals. Down here we've got historic document safes. Another one. Yeah, a lot of historic documents. So you get the point. This is a big bank, and through here is the entrance and exit for helipad. So we can get a lot of items out and in. So you get the point. This map is big. Oh, right, I was going to show you where all that ore would probably be used. Except from over here, probably would be used. And if you don't know what those two are, let's have a quick pop down. I don't think I've talked about this, but if I have, sorry for visiting things, but I do that quite often. Here's the launch silos for the nuclear type weapons, and the giant cannon. Over here we have the barracks from the military here, which is empty, but you can imagine how full that would be. An actual alarm system, so don't pass the red line. If you did, that alerts the guards. So yeah, we've got the railway system for supplies to be sent around the kingdom from the dockyard. Alright, now we have to go for another checkpoint bit. So the mining materials would be brought through here, right? Down here. No. The mining materials will be brought through here, escorted through. Actually, I'm thinking about building a dock down there. Maybe I'll do that later. Yeah, so there'll be a dock and bringing the supplies. That would make a lot more sense. because this is too risky. This area, if you didn't know, I'm going to mention it. This area has, you'll notice any wall except from this one has barbed wire or metal bars, but that's barbed wire in this world for this wall to stop people passing. And this is all the very lower class, basically slaves, but just above slavery in this world. So yeah, that'll be it for this one.